at a 8:30 meeting this morning. I am like so tired. So I have liquid energy right now.
Liquid energy. Sounds like a bad a bad product that like a YouTuber would try to advertise. Hey guys,
Oh yeah, so
welcome to my YouTube channel. This is brought to you by Liquid Energy.
Oh shit, none of my shit's up. I need to log in.
It's tiger serum in a can.
Alright.
so yesterday, Kristen asked me to bring back a monster, and of course I grabbed a monster. I bring it to her, and she looks at me and she goes, "You were supposed to know I wanted Monster coffee," and I was like, "Why would I know that if you just asked me for a monster?"
Because I've never drinking anything but the same exact type of monster.
Why would I?
Damn.
I've never seen her drink the monster.
Damn, calling you out. Don't.
No, because she only drinks the monsters for work. I never actually see her bring home a monster.
You bought me one like 2 weeks ago that I asked for.
Yeah, once.
Whatever.
Oh,
Things are getting tense in this channel.
Bringing this hostility into my D&D campaign. No, please.
Where is the music? I want this music. Give me this music.
I have the craziest story about the Prudential Center, because it's where the Devils play. And so, you know, being from Philly, I am a Flyers fan, but I wasn't following hockey back then all that seriously. So I get a call from Eddie. He's like, "Yo, I just won tickets and the box seats, but they're at the Prudential Center because we're watching the Devils."
Oh.
And so I go to my boss, who's like a diehard Flyers fan, and he's like, I'm like, "I need to leave early." He's like, "Why?" "I got box seats tonight." And he's like, "That's cool, but who plays?" I'm like, "The Devils." And he like looks at me, and he's like, "This hurts to like answer this question, right?" I was like, "I know, but it's box seats." And he's like, "Yeah, they are box seats." So he lets me leave early, and I just shoot straight up 95, go pick up Eddie along the way, and we get there. I'm like, "Cool, box seats. We're about to watch the Penguins play. I don't really care because I'm chilling." And it's against Sidney Crosby and the Boston Bruins, who everybody hates. And I'm like, "I don't want this. This is a lot." So my first time going up was watching two teams I hated equally play against each other. It was actually a pretty good game, but so this will be my second time there.
Could you listen to the stream and see if my voice is not crazy loud like it was before?
No, it's good actually.
It's good. Okay,
It's like slightly on the quiet side, maybe like a notch up.
All right, I'm gonna turn up a little bit. What about now? Is it loud? Is it good?
That's good.
Lee, I'm not. Lee, stop. All right, here we go. So, where we last left off, you brutally murdered a child.
Fuck them kids.
I hope you're all proud of yourself.
First of all, it was not brutally murdered.
Y'all murdered me.
Brutally
3
murdered.
times.
Brutally murdered
It's very true.
an innocent child.
Slap the shit
We
out of me.
defended Merlin from certain death. How about that?
Slap the shit out of me.
In all reality, you all received letters in some way of to come help the burgomaster in this land called Barovia, because his daughter was going crazy and was dying to a sickly death. You all went to sleep in a nice, quiet, cozy cabin after speaking with an associate of the burgomaster, and when you woke up, you were in a different land. You were in a misty, covered wooden forest, away from the comforts of what you knew as reality. You walked down the road and uncovered a few different things along the way and found a town, the village of Barovia. The village, very desolate and barely anyone around besides some very strange characters. You met the Ashel Ireena and Ismark, the two people that you thought were in danger, but actually were doing quite well. On the other hand, their father was dead. And they asked you to help bury their father in a proper burial. But before you could do that, you had to go to the church, where you found that the priest's son was a vampire, and you brutally murdered him. I hope you all feel good about yourself.
Fucking
Kill me
kids.
twice, but okay.
And you also almost all died at least once by a single slash. You all got one shot in some way. So, we are back. I'm going to bring you into the village. It'll take a second to load. You are to the right of where you load in, and then I will bring you out of the basement of the church once you are all ready.
And I want to like,
All right, what are we doing now?
is he still chained? Right? Like, do we see like a key? Like, can we pick him up and take him out with us?
He's still chained to the pillar that's behind him.
God, I got 1 HP.
Okay.
Jesus.
I want to
I
like.
would like to investigate the body.
Oh
All right.
my God.
Investigate. Roll investigation.
And what's my modifier? 12.
You got 12?
Mhm.
You check the body, and there's not much on him. He's just damp, kind of dreary rags on him. That's all he had as clothing. He was very, very skinny. Nothing really on his body. Quite a sad sight.
What a poor fellow.
I want to like situate him where it doesn't look like it was too much of a scuffle, even though we clearly took a beating. Just like lay him straight down,
You-
and I'm just gonna start walking straight out.
You take the body and you push it up to the side, and you try to hide his scorch marks from Merlin as he was flamethrowered, and also the dagger slices across the chest and the neck, and the holy water that was splashed on him, and he's pretty fucked up. You try your best to hide it though, and do you wish all to come upstairs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get me out of here, please.
You
I have
leave.
1 HP left. Can
Bad
someone heal me?
juju from
Someone
Merlin.
heal me, please.
Wait, where the fuck did?
All right,
Like,
yeah,
Rug.
I'll give Merlin the one healing potion I
Grug,
have.
where the fuck did you go?
I'm on the stairs.
Wait, no,
I
thought
don't.
bought two.
You disappeared off my screen. All right, there you go. You are all back at the church. As you
Yeah,
come upstairs, you see Donovich, Father Donovich, sobbing. Why did you do that to my son? He obviously heard the noises and screams from down below, and he can only assume the worst. He is bawling and uncontrollable. Why did you do this to my son?
And I walk up, I put my hands out, and I go, Father, please, your son had already been turned into a vampire. And we decided that it would be best to put him out of his misery before he could do any more damage, and before you could see him in that state. In our eyes, we were doing him a service.
He could have been saved. We just had to find the right people to save him. Why did you do this? Did he put you up to this? Is this a test from Strahd? Strahd, are you testing me? Strahd, are you watching me right now? Is it not enough that I am in pain every day? Is it not enough? I try my best to help. Oh, Morning Lord, why do you forsaken me?
I'm gonna walk up. I just want to bitch slap him. Like, get your shit together, man. We saved your son from what could have been a worse fate. You can either curse us for doing all of this, or you can understand the situation we were put in. You could have told us that he was already in dire straits.
A fate worse than death is no fate at all. And he turns away and goes back to his very worn down little table he has over here, and he starts praying, and you can hear him praying to the Morning Lord.
And I was like, I'm gonna slowly, like, very subtly take out a potion of healing and give it to Merlin as I walk up next to the priest. And not
great.
like next to him. I'll like be like right behind him silently. I want to start saying like a prayer of passing as well. Not like very loudly or anything, just subtly enough that he can hear me and know that, you know, I'm doing my part as well.
He keeps his head down as he continues to pray. He'll turn around. Why are you here? Why did you forsaken me and my son?
Real quick, Johnny, don't forget that heals you for the max effect of potion of healing.
It
Since
does?
we're not in combat. Yep.
Okay, sweet.
So you're probably at full.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way
Alright.
that you're not.
All right, praise. I'm back. All right. How do I change it in here?
I got you.
There we go.
All
right,
and I'm gonna look back at the priest again and say, you know, you might believe that you were forsaken in some way, but I think there's a greater evil afoot than you or I can see. I mean, you automatically thought of this Strahd character, and we keep hearing a lot about him. And it was too late for your son, and you know, I'll take the blame if you want someone to blame, for I was the one who ultimately gave him his last rites. But it's not too late for the burgomaster. You know, there are people that are suffering in here too, and this is your role as priest of the town. We want to make sure that the burgomaster doesn't suffer a similar fate to your son. He deserves the best for looking out for you and the other villagers of the house, or of the town.
This is true. The burgomaster was a good friend of mine, and I did promise him that if anyone went under, I would give him a proper burial. Bring him when you can, and I will give him a proper burial in the name of the Morning Lord.
Will do.
It is
All right.
getting quite late, though, so let me say goodbye to my son one last time, and we will have the burial in the morning.
We shall return then. I bow and start walking out.
Father Donovich goes down into the cellar, and you see him disappear into the shadows.
I thought, honestly, it would be worse than that. Thank God we saw some sense into him.
Yeah,
All right.
He's a priest. He should know this.
Well, I mean, his
It's also-
son was dying, you know. It is what it is.
It's also weird that he says they could have been saved, but he said he.
Well, he's a priest. He's not you know, might not be his
Yeah.
realm of expertise.
Yeah, I don't think this is his. All right.
Should head back to we should head back to the brother and sister team there.
Yeah, let's do that.
Poor guy. All right.
Okay.
You start
I
making your
forgot
way
about
down, and it is now getting quite late. You've been out
there's-
and adventuring throughout the towns for quite a while now. It's probably about 7 or 8 o'clock at night. And the sun, what there was out in the day, is starting to set beyond the horizon of the trees.
Okay.
Do we pass by a tavern? Oh no, we passed by the Blade of the Vine, right?
Yep.
We should go deliver the news to the to Ismark and what's her name?
Ireena.
Ireena, and then turn in for the night. Yeah.
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 Yeah, let's do that. That sounds good.
All right. Make your way down, or I can carry you there if you want.
I'm dragging my own ass down there. Here we go.
I'm already halfway.
Grug, do you need help? There you go.
We'll let Mad Merlin lead the way.
Yeah.
Don't worry, the next couple maps are a lot smaller. I made sure they're not as
You
bad.
might need to move me because I have no idea where I'm at right now.
I got you. Just follow your
Where
little
am
character.
I?
Yeah, my roll 20's acting kind of funny.
Oh.
You just move me down there, please. Thanks.
There you go.
Okay.
All right, you get back up to the door, and do you wish you could just go right in, or are you knocking, or?
Oh, we got a knock.
All right, give us a knock.
I wonder if they're even here.
You see the door slowly open, and Ismark is right at the door. Hello? Is the deed done?
It is.
Why in tarnation? Yes, it is done. We have spoken to your alderman.
You've spoken to the Sir Donovich.
We have come forth and struck on a demon.
Very well, so he will bear my father?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Perfect. It is getting quite late now. You are all welcome to stay here at the manor. We have more than enough rooms.
Oh, that sounds delightful, and I would love to partake in some nocturnal libations that you may have.
Sir, you do have a funny way of speaking, but I like your tone. And he goes,
Help me. I can't get inside.
where are you? Get over here, you little...
He's too wide.
Are you on Chrome?
No,
Mm-hmm.
I'm on Firefox.
You're supposed to be on Chrome.
No, ever since I got the new PC. it works
Ever
fine.
since you got the new PC, it looks like you're not working very well, does it?
Mm.
Okay, we're good.
All right. So Ismark and Ireena are sitting at the table and they're discussing what they must do next. My new associates, you come take a seat around the table, and I wish to discuss one more thing. I said I had another favor to ask of you.
Okay.
Miss V. Okay. There's always a delay. Now, I have a question for all of you. Since you've been here, you've heard me talk about a man named Strahd now, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
You've probably
Yes.
also heard that a few other people around this town has mentioned that man's name as well. Is this right?
Yes.
Well, the attack on my father was no accidental purpose,
I
but
knew it.
his death was accidental. He was just caught in the crossfire of who Strahd really wanted.
And that is.
That is.
Strahd has a bit of obsession with my sister over here, Ireena.
Oh.
Understandable.
Mind your manners, sir. Now, I believe that I believe that he may be in love with Ireena and may be wanting to make her his next bride.
Oh, snap.
This is concerning news, as you may expect. And all the scratches at my door, all the scratches around the church are because Strahd has been trying to attack and get Ireena. This has been a nightly occurrence. And the death of my father just happened to be a bystander.
How have you guys been keeping him away?
The Morning Lord helps a bit. Put in he holds out his arm and he points around and you see signs. They're like little figures of the Morning Lord. And they're all over the house. They're like protection, little glyphs all around the house. The Morning Lord definitely does his part in protecting our house, and it does this town. Whether it's working or not, well, you can look at my father. I feel as though that Strahd is getting more powerful, and we don't have much more time before he breaks in and takes my Ireena away. So
has this been more of like a recent thing, or he's been
as recent as Ireena's been turning into a little lady. So
Damn it.
So I have a question for all of you. I need help bring Ireena to the town of Vallaki. The town of Vallaki has high walls and is much more of a protection place for my sister than this little dreary area. Now, the travel is a bit far, but if we go in a group, I feel like our chances are a little bit better.
And when did you want to do this?
Right away? As soon as possible. Maybe as soon as we put my father in the grave.
How far away is this place?
Over the river, through the woods. Not that far. Far enough.
So, before we do anything, what history does your sister have with Strahd? Why is he fixated on her? Surely this didn't happen out of the blue. There's a lot of women.
My guess is as good as yours.
Ireena, do you know anything?
Ireena looks up at you and... In all reality, I really don't know.
Can I do an insight check?
Sure, give insight.
She playing. Hold on. Right. It's a 5.
A 5. Yeah, you believe her. You really can't tell if she's actually what intentions they have, what Strahd's intentions are, and she's just as confused.
But we don't know if she's just as confused, right? Because
from what you
from what I'm seeing,
from what you're seeing, you
okay.
I'm not really sure why.
Does anyone else on our team have any concerns about this? It's just very odd to me. I'm not saying we won't do it, but it just seems odd that I feel like there's more here than meets the eye.
Are we speaking in or out of character?
And I'm just seeing what you guys think. If anyone else wants to do like an insight check.
I mean, I agree. I feel like there's more to it than they're telling.
I would like to also roll an insight check to see the
Ireena's
truthfulness.
All right,
mannerisms are concerning me.
give a insight check.
Oh, I rolled a 2, so that's a 5 with my modifier.
You also believe her. Whether she's telling the truth or not, you believe her.
What a sad story for such a young lady.
She looks at you and says, I can see the doubt on all your faces of why a powerful man like Strahd would want to be with me. And I am just as confused as all of you. But my father's death is nothing to be confused about. My father's death is on my hands. All because of how I look. I don't want any of this. I just want safety and peace in this land.
What waits for you at Lockheed besides high walls? Is there like a family friend or someone that your father knew who could look out for you?
The burgomaster has lots of connections in Vallaki, so I'm sure we'll find someone, but it's definitely safer than here. And she points to the windows that are badly boarded up and creases of what is left of sunlight is peering through. It's, it'll be something a little bit different and a little bit safer. And we have a priest that actually knows how to protect a town there.
It seems like you all but have given up on this town. If you'd rather go somewhere else where you think you could get better protection.
I mean, have you looked around this town?
Yeah, but you're the burgomaster's, kids. People are gonna look to you for, a sign of hope, a sign that things are gonna be okay. If you guys leave, what's to stop them from losing hope and, thinking Strahd's gonna come for all of them next? There'll be anarchy afterwards.
Ismark will look up at you and say, we are not giving up on Barovia. We will be back. We need a place where we can regroup and collect our thoughts without having to constantly look over our backs. We need a place where we can gather reinforcements and fight Strahd.
You think someone like him could be taken by force?
One can't know until one does. Defeating Strahd, I feel like, is a mighty big task, but as long as they can spill blood, they can die.
So my only concern is, and I gesture towards the rest of our motley crew. We've known each other here for about 6 hours.
That is true. As I
And-
look at Violetta.
And while, such is our job right now, where we have no problem, even considering the task that you're asking of us. But what's to stop Strahd from bringing in others that are similar to us, that would be equally as opposed or maybe coerced into working for him instead?
Merlin begins to twist its food between his hands.
Well, I say there ain't nobody else like me.
Because the moment we leave with Ireena, we're going to become a moving target for this guy.
That's why if we go fast enough and we stay under the covers of the night, or the covers of our wagon, we can get there fast enough. It's better than staying here.
Can I ask? Okay, so we have 2 women in our party besides Ireena. If we do this, which of them looks closer to Ireena out of Vega and V?
Probably Vega, huh?
Based off hair color.
Yeah.
Yeah, Violetta sticks out too much.
Because I'm
Are you
thinking.
suggesting we use Vega as bait?
Perhaps.
She's not even
Or-
supposed to be here. I don't know if I agree with that idea.
Or what if we can take some of these little voodoo dolls, these little talismans that's been protecting the house, and take those with us? Is that possible? What's his name again?
Ismark?
Guys?
Bismarck.
Bismarck. Can we take some of those things with us?
I suppose so. We can probably bring some of these on the wagon with us and maybe have a little bit of protection around us. It never hurts
Okay.
to try.
Let's do it. Because my concern is if he can reach her all the way over here, what's to stop her from attacking us while we're on our journey?
That is true, but as of right now, who knows what Strahd can see? Who knows what he can't see? He does have pretty gazing eyes, but he may not even know you're here yet. I don't know. By the way, the signs of the Morning Lord look like this. That's what the signs look like all around.
Okay.
I would know the Morning Lord, right? Like he's fairly similar, like stylistically to Kellamvor, right?
Give a religion check and see.
Well, actually, I'm kind of good at this.
Now, what if crazy idea? We dyed V's hair to match Ireena.
Not a natural 20, but a 20 overall.
Yeah, you can, if you want to, out of character, Google it and read up on it. You know quite a bit about the Morning Lord.
Yeah. No. Okay.
Wait, are you trying to draw Strahd out?
No, I think
Because we
it would
barely
be-
took down a child vampire.
we
just
killed
saying.
it. We slaughtered it.
Vega, thank you for speaking up on this.
Ismark will look up. Did you say you took out a child vampire?
Oh no, we weren't in character. Oh, no.
That's a conversation for another
He
night.
died. I can't say it was me. I died.
He died multiple times.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened.
Is
I was in the other realm.
I tried to help the child, and he tore my fine clothes asunder with one blow.
Is this Father Donovich's son we may be speaking of?
Yes.
It was, yes.
Very sad indeed.
It is very
was-
sad.
It was with a heavy heart.
He has been keeping that thing in his basement for over a year now.
Oh,
I look at them very closely. That thing has a name, and that
Yes, Doru.
and Doru had his choices taken away from him by someone or something.
Did Sir Donovich tell you how Doru got to how he is?
no. Do you have information on this?
Doru decided to go up to try to fight Strahd on his own. Strahd made him into his little plaything, and that's what he became.
When you say Strahd made him, how do you mean?
Strahd has the power of converting people to do his bidding.
And yet
Do
you
you-
wanted to use me as bait.
That's why I'm concerned. Do what you wish to what is best for the party, but be careful when it's your own friends that you're putting on the plate.
I agree. Can we take some of these talismans? We're gonna need like 10. If someone can program this, bless this, if we can do that.
Do you have a cleric in your party?
Oh,
That
do
would be
we?
me.
Are you able
Oh,
to
yeah,
bless?
okay.
Are you able to bless certain objects?
Can I? Like,
I'm sure you know a certain like blessing ritual.
oh, okay. I thought you meant like an actual spell.
No.
I would need a little bit of time, but yeah, I can bless. Probably, preferably mobile objects, a candle.
Okay.
If you have any symbols of the Morning Lord that are easily transportable, we can keep them within the wagon so as to try and prevent as much otherworldly interference.
All right. This is coming together, but it's still dangerous. I just want to make sure you're all on board for this. Once we get to Vlaki, things will become a little bit more clear on what we need to do. But our travels to Vlaki will be... It could be dangerous. I don't want to sugarcoat anything. I want us to be all as prepared as possible.
Is there a place? I don't know. How late is it?
It is about 9 o'clock, almost 9:30. It's getting pretty late.
It's getting pretty late. I would say let's go bury your father first thing. And if we have any spare time, if you guys can point us maybe towards a provision store, a weapons store, just something to quickly pick up supplies for the run, we could probably take off. Unless you think a time is of the essence there.
Time is always of the essence, but we are able to... You can go into our local merchandise store. I can't promise you all the things that they have, but they may have some things that may interest you if need be. Otherwise, I'm sure Vlaki has all the things that you need.
Yeah, some things is better than nothings.
Let me just tell you that Vlaki is like an ostrich compared to a cardinal.
It's huge.
It's a bit bigger, yes.
I have a question. Have we investigated the talismans at all? Besides, like, the Morning Lord symbol?
No. All there is Morning Lord symbols.
Okay, there's no kind of magical properties or anything I can decipher?
Give us a check if you want to do a religion check.
Yeah. I rolled 22.
They look like they are religious, holy symbols. They're not giving any kind of magical auras to them.
Okay.
Okay. Is there anything else we need to know about this journey? Has it been plundered, or is it being watched at all, to your knowledge?
Repeat that one more time.
The journey over to Valaki,
Yes.
have travelers been able to go between the two towns simply, or have there been any situations that rise up?
The travelers have been able to go back and forth. sometimes if Strahd's not interested in certain travelers, he will leave them alone. He's not interested in everyone. He's not going to send out his hordes of minions to every single Randy and Dandy, you know? But if he finds enough interest in you, he may go off and attack you. And that doesn't say for all the other creatures that lie waiting in the forest.
Okay. Well, I think I'm on board. I don't know what kind of power the Morning Lord will have, but any help is better than no help. So why don't we is that that's my plan, is let's go bury the Burgomaster very quickly, stop for some supplies, and then get going, yeah?
Violetta, what do you think?
Violetta shrugs.
I don't know what you expected.
Violetta, you are certainly an interesting one over there. What's your past?
My past is... It's not something I really am fully open to talk about.
Wow, I too am very interested.
He comes from Georgia.
Georgia, what is that place? Please go on, Sir Lizard. Let me hear more about the Georgia you hear about. Oh Lord.
Your accent sounds like that too now.
I look at everybody like kind of looking at Violetta, and I turn to her as well and say, I don't particularly care where you came from. What I do care about is, are you with us on this trip?
Merlin stares in curiosity.
Violetta sighs. Well... Yes, I will help.
Splendid.
All right.
Now,
All right.
is there anyone like that likes to make one last request or one last secret they like to get out before we go on, since we're going to be spending a few days of travel together?
I snore.
Or are we all...
I don't feel confident about this.
That's all right.
Something feels weird, but I'm in.
We don't need to feel
I mean,
confident about
this
everything.
whole situation is weird.
I can't say this is the most normal of circumstances, especially saying that we have a lizard man. Excuse me, I don't know what specifically you are. We don't get many of you, and my green friend over there, we don't get many of you either. But the three human folk over there, we do get quite a few, so it's quite an interesting party we have. We do get a lot of travelers in and out of this town, whether we know them or not, but I don't say any situation is very normal in Barovia. So, any of the rooms upstairs you may stay in. Don't worry about me and my sister. We'll find a space. We'd rather have you all rested up and ready to go. And
All right. Let's do this.
So where is everyone going to stay? Upstairs, there's a master bedroom. There's Ismark's bedroom and Ireena's bedroom, and there's also a library and also a bathroom and like a little washroom.
Put me in the master bedroom.
You can put me in Ireena's room.
All right, Merlin, I'm going to send you upstairs so you can find the master bedroom. Grug, I'm going to send you upstairs.
Actually, you know what? Give me the library.
All right.
Get a nice long sniff of that pillow.
Let me make sure.
You know what? Yeah, Ireena's room. I want to see what's going on.
Well,
for scientific purposes.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
There you go. You can find Ireena's room. Um,
I roll to investigate.
the rest of you were Where do you-
Um,
I'll go in the library.
library. Okay.
Master bedroom for me.
All right. Go to the right. The house to the right is where you are going.
Uh,
There you go.
am I in the right place?
Yep,
the
that's the
master bedroom?
the
Okay.
biggest bedroom. Yep. Ireena's bedroom is down here.
Okay.
Mark's bedroom is up top. Library is down below. Violetta, where would you like to go?
What's left?
There is not much left, but you can
The bathroom?
you can stay in the library as well. You can stay downstairs. You can share a room. You can go into Ismark's room. Here,
This is a
I'll
big bed.
I'll bring you over.
There's some space.
I'll bring you over. There you go.
Oh, there we are. Okay. I will go in the library as
This
well.
is not the start of a D&D porno.
girls got the library. Is that what's happening?
All right.
It looks like it. You can join them in the library. You can join Merlin in the bed. I don't know what goes on between a SMR
in.
and a lizard. You can take Ismark's room. There's a few different
Um,
options.
I'll take Ismark's room.
All right. So, who would like to take the first watch?
Me, actually.
You would like to take first watch? Okay. Merlin's first watch. Second watch.
I will.
My
All right.
neck.
Violetta will take second watch. And 3rd
I'll
watch?
take the third watch.
Grog will take third watch. All right. So everyone is within their areas,
My neck.
whether you are sleeping properly or reading in the library. Is there anything you would like to do before we take our watches for the night?
Actually, no. I'm ready.
I would like to investigate Ireena's room.
All right. Investigate.
I was gonna do that.
It's
when
for
I start my watch.
it's for the right reasons. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Keep telling yourself that.
18.
18? What are you investigating? Like, where are you looking?
Okay. All right. How about just describe what's in the room to me, and then I'll start there.
In the room, you see a bed has lots of pillows, like more pillows than necessary. You know how it is. You have a full-length mirror off to the side. It looks very clean. This room's probably the cleanest room in the whole house. There's a huge wardrobe over here, filled with luxurious clothing, some common clothing. It's a mixture of everything.
Okay. Wait, let me see. Is there any windows to this room?
There is one window out the back, right there. If you look out the window, I can describe what you see.
So I would like to use one of my spell slots
Mhm.
to cast Alarm on. Let me see how big Alarm is. It's 30 feet. How? Okay, so the range is 30 feet, so I can technically cover both the window and the door. Correct.
Yes.
So I'm going to use one of my spell slots to cast Alarm.
Okay.
So
And that's going to alarm if anyone comes in, right?
hmm
Okay.
So
Ally
so,
or both, like, your own party as well?
let me see. You set an alarm against an unwanted intrusion. So let's see.
Do you consider them wanted?
I can designate creatures that won't set off the alarm.
Okay.
But I'll keep it for everybody. I don't know y'all that well, so I'm gonna
Yeah,
get
that's
on the
fair.
safe side. And
That's fair.
so I'm gonna take out a little tiny bell and a piece of fine silver wire from my
Blink.
my satchel, and just imbue it with some magic and tie a nice little string. And all right, we'll finish with that, and then let me check out her wardrobe.
Okay. In the wardrobe, you see a few like fancy dresses, but there's more like adventuring gear type. There's like like nice pants, nice blouses, things that look like they'll hold up pretty well.
Okay. Let me see. Do I have anything that can detect magic? Identify. It doesn't do anything. Unfortunately, I don't have any spells that can identify anything larger than like an actual item to identify.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I'll be right back when I use the bathroom real quick.
Okay.
We're gonna get attacked in the middle of the night.
Hell yeah, we
Sorry,
are.
Merlin.
I'm casting a
That's
cantrip on
100%
myself.
Merlin.
I'm casting a cantrip on myself.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna roll perception to see if there's anything hidden in the room, and then I'm probably maybe do like a medicine check to try to heal any kind of like damage I took, and then I'll end my turn.
I'm 100% investigating my room.
While we're at the merchandising store, did you decide that you were doing fighter, by the way, Jonate, or did you just look
Yep.
up something else?
I'm doing
Might
fighter.
be smart to pick up
I am.
whatever armor you wanna.
Yep.
Yeah, all right, cool.
100%.
Same page.
100%.
Yeah, I think I'll go alchemist and then go barbarian.
Sick.
So we'll do that. I mean, armor sounds interesting because I can go heavy armor artificer with barbarian rage, but I don't know. Maybe either or.
You said
'cause
alchemist barbarian,
Either alchemist or armor or barbarian.
but you don't have to decide that for a while, right?
Nah, not till level 4.
Damn, holy shit.
Because
Wow.
once I hit level 3, level 4, I can multi-class into barbarian.
Ah,
All right.
Okay, so I want to try to see if I can perceive anything hidden or like not easily found. If there's any secrets in this room.
You look around the room, and within it, you can't decipher anything. There's nothing that seems to be hidden in the room that she's trying to hide from anyone. Everything looks just like a normal, like, middle, like, young woman's room.
Okay. Who are the healers in the party?
it's me. I think Krista knows like a healing spell.
Okay, I'm gonna go to you because you're more talkative. I would like to knock on Lucas's door.
Real quick, is this like an actual necklace, or that's just there for just commercial purposes?
Commercial purposes, but you can check it out if you want.
I'm looking for anything in his room that someone could carry on them, like a necklace, like a I don't know what a version of a cross would be.
This necklace is like a little is a little charm. It looks like it's probably used to belong to his
there's knocking
father.
going on out here.
Okay, is there more than one thing
Can you not hear me?
that I could see?
As far as you know, that's the only thing. It looks
Right.
like Ismark may not be
Oh, hello, man.
may not have
He's
that
not
many
that
things that
collector.
you wear. He doesn't. Yeah, he's not an accessory. type guy.
I'm trying to.
So while
obtain some healing
Grug
from
was
our
like
cleric friend.
He got
while
like
Grug
one
was like
spell.
doing his thing, I want to take
I got like 2 HP.
the thing I found, the charm, and then I want
help
to
that.
take
That's
the
crazy.
thing I was explaining to you, like the little angel figurine.
Yeah.
And I'll be like trying to bless them, praying on them as he's like knocking on the door. Like I open the door, but he'll see like that stuff on the ground,
Okay.
and I go up to the door and I open it.
Oh, hello. I just realized I healed from long rest, but we'll turn this into an RP. Oh, hello, Lucas. I was just looking for an excuse to come into your room and perhaps investigate.
You do this a lot, don't you?
I duly declare.
This is turning out to be Knives Out, the D&D.
I open the door and I like just step back. I take the pieces of materials and I just put them on the bed.
I take a look around the room, just see the wardrobe, the nightstand, the bed. Can I investigate further?
What you see, the wardrobe has just a few items of clothing. You can see inside the wardrobe, he does have like a sword leaning up inside it. Quite a nice little sword that he has. Other than that, nothing really out of the ordinary for a burgomaster's son.
Well, that's all I needed to see. I was curious to see what sort of man we were dealing with. Well, tally ho, good night. And I leave the room.
And ladies,
I'm shaking my head. Close the door.
Ladies, is there anything you would like to investigate in the library before bed?
Can I cast Detect Magic to see if there's any magic stuff happening?
Sure.
Okay, I casted it.
You look around. You can't detect any magic coming from anything that you don't know of, besides like your allies' own like magical gear that they may have, or other than that, it seems very pretty bland.
Oh, these pillows smell great.
All right, that's it. I just find the comfiest spot on the rug to lay down on.
All right. And Violetta, is there anything you would like to do before?
I bring my hand up to my mouth and I say, "I know, Mother." And that's it.
Okay.
So since I'm technically at the wall right next to where she's standing, do I hear any of that?
Make a perception check.
18 plus 3, so 21.
You hear mumbling. You can detect it's from Violetta, but you can't tell what it's about. So you think that she's just talking either to Vega or reading a book or something. But you do hear saying something.
Okay.
All right. So we will begin our watches, beginning with Merlin.
Investigate this room.
You may investigate this room. Room it used to belong to the burgomaster. You see a cupboard with a mirror on top of it. Has a bunch of old do clothing. Nothing very pleasant or catching to the eye. And in the wardrobe is just the same. There's also a like a sword at the bottom that he may have been using to defend the house with. But other than that, the burgomaster's room is pretty bland. So you walk down the halls as everyone starts to settle into sleep, and you start your watch.
I would like to cast my Blade Ward cantrip.
Blade Ward? Alright. What does that do?
It protects me against... Hold over, is she?
Oh, Lady Ireena.
It protects me against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Okay, so anything that decides to come at you.
Yeah, but it does say dealt by weapon attacks, if that matters.
Okay. So, is there anything you would like to check out before you make your perception check as you walk the halls?
Actually, yes. I'd like to do a perception check against the door here.
Against this door?
Yes.
Make a perception check.
I'm really curious to see where
Creepy dragon.
Damn it. 11.
11. What are you trying to perceive? What's going on in there?
Mm-hmm.
From what you hear, you just hear sleeping, some like breathing. Nothing really going on that you can tell from the other side of the door.
And I'd like to do one here as well.
For both doors?
Yep.
All right. Roll another.
Well, there's that. 3.
You hear wood rotting. That's all. There's the sound of wind and Grug doing something.
What's he doing in there?
Why don't you open the door and find out?
Tearing that shit up.
Basically, I don't think you want to find out.
Tearing that shit up in there.
You hear some sloshing. Do you want to open Grug's door?
Opening that door. He's busy.
Grug.
Smacking that cream everywhere. Alright. Let's see. I'm just gonna do I'm just gonna do my regular perception check.
Alright.
Damn, these are ass. 8.
As you start to sit there for the night, walking up and down the halls, you do notice one thing, is that you keep on seeing something flash in front of the windows.
Oh shit.
Whenever you walk by a window, there's one here, one in your room, a few in your room, you'll see like a flash. It almost looks like a bird.
What the hell is that?
As you get closer to the window, you notice that there's 1, 2, a whole swarm of bats flying back and forth frantically around the burgomaster's house.
Is there like a lot of them?
It's a whole swarm. It's a
Just a lot. Okay.
quite a lot, yeah. They don't seem like they're trying to get in, but they are flying back and forth quite fast, as if they're trying to look inside. There you go, Lee.
This means they could be looking for someone. And they're showing up at all the windows, right?
Yeah, you can see them kind of like going back and forth, like they're going this way. Oh wait, maybe I could do this. Boop, boop, boop. They're going like this way and then this way and then this way. They're just flying back and forth. And then sometimes you see them go and then sometimes there's a big swarm of them, and sometimes they'll fly off and you'll see just 1 or 2. So they're kind of like flying around the town, but mostly locating around this area right here.
Do I notice any interesting features about the bats? Aside from the movement?
Make a animal handling check.
Animal handling? Okay.
Yeah. See what you know about bats.
21.
They look pretty normal. They look just like bats. The movements they're making though are is what interests you mostly. The movements are quite unordinary to what you normally see out of bats. Usually bats, they like to hunt for bugs and whatnot, but it seems like they're not hunting. It seems like they're scouting.
Interesting. Okay. Interesting.
Other than that, nothing else seems to be happening within the house. Just seeing bats fly by back and forth. Is there anything else you would like to do?
I think that's it.
All right. Would you like to wake up Violetta and have her start her shift?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that real quick. Knock knock.
Violetta opens
Violetta?
the doors. Yes.
It's time for your watch. Are you ready?
She nods.
What's that? What'd she
I
say?
nod.
You nod. Okay. Just to let you know, by the way, before I turn in for the night, there were a lot of bats swarming the house. But I know what bats, I know how bats fly, and usually they don't do what these bats are doing. It's like they're going from window to window looking for somebody.
Bats, you
So,
said?
hmm,
You said bats?
bats, and not just a few, like a swarm of bats, and they're going from window to window. So,
Perhaps they smell the ogre. Or the
ooh.
orc, sorry.
Well, I guess that's possible.
Wow.
Casual D&D
He does
racism.
like peach cobbler. Yeah, so I did want to let you know, so you might want to be on your toes.
Very well. Thank you for the information.
All right. I'm going to sleep.
She called me ogre.
You're supposed to be asleep.
Make a perception check to see if you heard the ogre comment.
I got a 15.
You're asleep. I mean, are you asleep?
Yeah, I was asleep.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever you do knocked you out, eh? Yeah, okay. All right, Violetta. Is there anything you'd like to do before you have your perception?
That's my long rest.
Yeah, it feels good to have my spells back, you know.
No.
I'm saying, bro. Bless.
No. I don't think I could do. I'll just start.
All right.
I'm just gonna start my watch.
You're going to start your watch? Okay.
Yeah.
So roll perception check.
I'll roll a perception. That's what you're saying.
Big money, no whammies.
Big money, big money.
3.
3.
She rolling like me.
You wander down the
Wow.
halls. You have something on your mind. You just can't break the feeling that you know something's coming, and you're afraid to show emotion for it. And it's something that you've been waiting for. And this is distracting you as you walk down the halls. That's all that's on your mind the whole time. Other than that, nothing really happens. You do notice the bats swarming outside, but you're used to it. You've had late nights where you've seen bats before, so you don't think much of it.
I wish to enter this room.
All right. Are you doing it? Are you trying to be stealthy?
Yes.
All right. Roll a stealth check.
Oh, snap.
And
16?
16?
Yes.
Okay. Merlin, roll a roll perception check with disadvantage since you are sleeping.
Disadvantage?
Let's go.
Perception. Okay. Oh, I'm not gonna get better than that. Or maybe.
Oh
18.
That's with disadvantage.
no way!
Wait,
18.
that's with
Bring her
disadvantage.
in here.
That's with
Getting exposed right now.
Wait.
Bring her in my room.
Wait,
Bring
that,
her in here.
That's with disadvantage.
That's with disadvantage. The next one was 21.
What the-
Bring her in here.
All right. As you enter the room, Violetta,
Merlin about to be in his covers like this. What you doing?
are you, Merlin? Do you wish to pretend like you're sleeping, or do you wish to stay, confront her?
Great question. I will pretend like I'm asleep,
All right, Violetta.
but I will pay mindful note of my belongings.
All right.
I walk around. And I stare at Merlin.
It's bad creepy.
I bring my hand up to my mouth and I tap my ring against my lips. And I say, I can't. And I walk away. I won't leave the room. And I'll stumble down the hallway, shaking my head every now and then. And can I go to where the other people are?
Downstairs?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna drag you. Alright, I'm dragging you downstairs. You're now at the stairs.
And are these two asleep as well?
Yeah, Ismark is actually in the chair, and so is Ireena. They're both sleeping in their chairs.
Okay. I'm just gonna stand here. And I'm gonna stare at Irene.
It's creepy.
Again, I tap my ring against my mouth. I say, I know, Mother, I know. I'll leave the building.
Okay.
And what's the next house that...
Most of these houses that you see on your left and right are emptied or abandoned. The next house closest is where Mad Mary lives.
It's in the village?
That's in the village, yes. Mad Mary's like the second house on
Take
your
me.
right.
Can you take me? Oh, okay. Second house on the right.
Yep.
Ah!
I moved you. There you go.
Can I enter this house
Yep, go through.
and be stealthy?
Roll stealth. And I will roll Mad Mary against you.
15.
Give me 1 second. Mad Mary's perception is... you win. There we go. Go.
And
You see Mad Mary curled up in the ball where she was when you last saw her, covered with a tablecloth that's kind of thrown apart, and she's clutching a doll in her arms.
I wish to put my hand on her forehead.
All right, you put your hand on her forehead. It feels cold and clammy.
Get up.
And as you put your hand on her forehead, like a blue mist kind of swirls around, and you can see the blue mist go into her nose and out her mouth and back up your arm, and you breathe it in. And you can see Mad Mary kind of shiver.
I sigh, and then I will make my way back to the house.
As you are leaving Mad Mary's house, you notice a group of what seems like otherworldly creatures marching down from the church.
What the fuck is happening?
I don't know if everyone can see this or not.
Can we see this group?
I can't see it.
Look
okay.
on the stream if you need to.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Hell no.
An eerie green
wait.
light suffuses from the graveyard. From this light emerges a ghostly procession, wavering images of droutly women toting great swords, wood-wise men with slender bows, dwarves with glittering axes, and proudly dressed mages with beards and strange pointed hats. All of these and more march forth from the graveyard, their numbers growing by the second. And they are marching from the graveyard, and you can see them, and they're kind of just like marching and floating, and as they go, there's quite a few of them, and they march, and they turn, and they go down, and they turn, and they go down, and you see them marching over through the houses. You can see their light as they slowly disappear around the corner.
Yeah.
I know she ain't gonna tell us anything about this.
And I saw all that, right?
You saw all that. You saw
Okay.
a group of ghostly images with a green glow marching down the streets, leaving the town.
Can I like see where like where the bats are?
You can see the bats are here. I'll bring you closer to the house. They're like flying back and forth between here and here, mostly centered around the right side of the house, like kind of fluttering. Every once in a while, they'll fly over to you and kind of do like a figure 8 around you, and kind of it's like they're checking you out. They're inspecting you. They're going like.
I'm gonna make my way back into the house. And then I'll go back upstairs where everyone else is sleeping and or at.
All right. Is there anything else you'd like to do before you wake up Grug?
Sneak into everybody else's rooms.
Yeah, some creepy ass shit happening, guys.
A lot of stuff just happened. I don't know how to explain it.
No.
The first night.
All right.
Yes, still talk about
Well,
tomorrow.
knock on Grog's door and go on in and wake him up.
Oh, wait.
So you lightly knock on the door.
Detective.
Say, I open the door.
It's your watch.
Ah, yes. Thank you for waking me up at such an early hour.
Violetta nods. And as she walks, she stops, takes a step, and she stops, looks over at Grug and says, bats. Merlin said something about bats and flashing lights. I'm not sure what that meant.
Interesting. I shall see to it that I uncover this mystery before dawn.
And then I'll walk away back to the library. And that's it.
All right. Grog, it's time to start your watch.
Bats. What an interesting quandary. I'm gonna walk over outside window and just kind of take a peek outside. Maybe I'll get lucky and see something.
You look outside, and yeah, I healed you. Everyone can do a long rest, by the way, and get their health back to full. You look outside, and you do see bats. There's less of them than there were before. They kind of seem to be fluttering off as the sun starts to creep up over the horizon. Almost as if they're not wanting to be out during the daylight. Other than that, you don't see much. It is still pretty dark out. Nothing is too worrisome from what you see.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna take a walk around, just look and see if I find anything interesting, but I doubt it. What's this? What are these two rooms?
The room to your above you is like a washroom. It's a tub that has a little bit of water in it. It's very cold water. And the room to your bottom is like a little storage room.
Is the storage room locked?
The storage room does have a lock on it.
Okay, let me see. Thieves' tools. Okay, what can I do with thieves' tools?
I believe you have to perform a sleight of hand check to see if you can pick the lock.
Okay, let me see. Am I proficient with them or not? I am not. Okay.
That means you can do it with disadvantage.
A what?
You can do it with disadvantage
To unlock the door?
if you are not proficient with them.
Oh, shit. Would it be loud if I attempted to?
Lock pick it or to bash it down?
To lockpick it.
No.
Okay, I'll give it a shot.
All right. Roll sleight of hand with disadvantage.
Well, that's a 5 for my first roll,
Ooh.
and a 1 for my second roll. So we're gonna.
So you take.
Oh.
You've never seen these thief tools
afraid.
before. You brought them along with you. You're like, you never know when you may need a lock and pick, and you take the little that little knife thing. It looks like a butter knife, but it has like all jig jag. You shove it in there, and you take a little hammer and you start banging on it, and it breaks off inside it.
Great.
So, you have a broken thieves tool kit. You have an extra thing, so
I rolled a 2 minus 1, by the way, if that helps solve the situation.
okay, it doesn't break, it bends.
Okay, I can fix that. I'll go. How about the washroom? Is that open?
Yep, that's open. You enter in there. There's some water in there, but it's not heated up at all. It's very cold.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take a bath. That shit cold. Is the library room locked?
Violetta, did you lock the door?
No.
The door is unlocked.
Okay, I would like to just go back to my room because I'm gonna puss out. I don't know. If it was just V, I would do it. But then like Vega is a total enigma to me. I don't know anything about her. She is silent as a mouse. I don't know what sets her off. I mean, V, we got this nice little cat and mouse thing going on, but like, I ain't trying to have Vega hate me already. But I really want to know, so yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna I want to roll to sneak inside.
All right. Vega and Violetta both roll perception checks against Grug's stealth. Roll stealth.
Natural 20.
Oh, that ain't happening. Oh, well.
14.
Get ready to explain yourself.
Grug, what's your stealth?
I got a 9.
All right, walk on in.
About to fall over a chair.
Yeah, I'll just walk in.
Oh my god.
Well, hello. I hope
No,
I'm not.
you're still trying to be stealthy. Vega, Violetta, you see a large orc creeping in like he's in Scooby-Doo, but every time he walks, you hear like he's stepping on every wrong floorboard.
Violetta crosses her arms and just stares at Krug.
I walk over to this book, and then I'm gonna. Is there any kind of what's on the table?
On the table is a book of the Morning Lord. It's just the holy book of the Morning Lord.
Okay. Is there anything interesting that I can discern from it?
If you find religion interesting, probably, but I mean it's just a whole bunch of like scripture and random words of praise and protection.
Vega casted her produce flame and threw it above his head.
Ooh.
I'm just gonna ignore it and pretend that I am invisible. And I'm gonna walk over to the desk and
I wish to try and scare Detective Krug
All right.
while he's doing this.
All right, roll stealth check against Grug's perception.
Thank God I have actual good perception.
25.
I don't think I can beat that even within that 20.
Never say never.
21.
All right, Violetta, sneak up behind him. See what you do.
I sneak up. And I take my blade out and quietly bring it up to his neck and just go, boo.
What in tarnation? Can a man get some work done trying to read some books at this hour?
Violetta giggles and puts her dagger back in. You know, you're not very good at being sneaky.
Well, it is not my profession. I'm an investigator. I do not use such underhanded tactics to accomplish my goals, such as yourself.
Then why didn't you wait till the morning to come in the room?
Time is of the essence. We will go bury the alderman, or the burgleman, or whatever his name is, and then we shall leave.
And you found it okay to just come in a room with two women sleeping?
Yes.
Can I try to hit him with my quarterstaff?
Roll to hit.
19 to hit.
John, I want you to go over.
All right, roll damage.
Joe, go confirm.
That's only 2 points of
Nah, I
damage.
checked for the natural
Wait, how
20
much?
too. I'm not gonna lie to you.
How much damage?
Just two
Oh,
points.
okay. All right, you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
So are you gonna leave?
I'm going. I'm gonna. I'm gonna look at the papers. I want to look at the desk before we go.
Can I kick him out?
Roll strength to see if you can grab him.
Oof.
Can I assist her?
Yep. Roll
Okay, cool.
roll double.
Oh no!
Can I defend myself with
Um,
my own
Oh
strength?
no.
You
Oh, I only rolled a 6.
uh-oh.
I rolled a 2.
Aww.
Oh,
What is my roll? What's my roll?
It's whatever your strength saving throw is.
Is this waking us up, by the way?
Roll
Is this
perception
waking
to
me
see
and
if you can
Lucas
hear it.
up?
Yeah, both of you roll
I'm staying
perception.
asleep. Oh,
Huh?
okay.
You can both roll perception if you see you wake up from it.
Okay. Nope.
I
I'm
was a 7.
I'm 6.
Oh, you're
I'm
both sleeping.
asleep.
All right, so you both try to move Grug, and Grug does not budge.
So while they're trying to push me out, what's on these papers?
It's just more like burgomaster, township, court, like, you know, like typical, like, we need 5 things of wine at the tavern at this time. The hay shipments going, like, typical, like, this mayorship.
Okay. Well, I have researched what I've wanted to do. Ladies, I bid you adieu. I'm just gonna walk out like I did nothing wrong.
You'll see.
Well, you took 2 points of damage.
It's alright, that child hurt more than that hit.
And you go back to bed, and, regain the 2 HP. No.
Oh, that.
All right.
Getting excited.
Do I get the 2 HP?
No, you lost those 2 HP. That's on you. All right. It is
Alright.
now morning. The sun is creeping through the windows. It is about 6 in the morning. It's nice and early. And you wake up. I shall bring you all downstairs. Unless there's something you would like to do upstairs beforehand.
I'm just gonna talk to
There-
Lucas on the way down about how the strange green man decided to break into our room in the middle of the night.
It was unlocked, so I didn't have to break in. I just walked in.
It doesn't
is
matter. It
different.
wasn't proper.
That's not an invite.
Everyone looks concerned about lack of personal space.
Everybody's sneaking through each other's rooms.
No one trusts each other in this campaign. Last campaign was like, everyone's all happy and we're all friends. Let's get this together, guys. And this one's like, who the fuck are you?
we got pale girls talking into her rings and shit, and white people. Like, it's crazy.
As you come downstairs in the morning, you see Ismark and Ireena standing around the coffin of their father. They're both saying little prayers, kind of like last words to them, and kind of prepping. Ismark sees you all come downstairs and says, well, I think the time has come. I shall get the horse. I shall get the carriage, and we shall go. Now, I have a question for you. We have 2 different carriages. We have our fancy carriage, which is my father used. It was kind of like his, things that he would use when he was traveling between here and Vallaki, and all his. It's covered. It's pretty nice. Or we have our hay wagon. Which one would you like to use?
Can we only use one?
I vote.
Yeah.
I vote the hay wagon.
Hay wagon?
This is a stealth mission. We should use the hay
Yeah.
wagon.
Hay wagon?
agree.
Yep.
All right.
The hay wagon would be more inconspicuous, but it does wound me that we cannot go with style.
Are we... We can go with style on our way to Valaki if you wish, but for carrying my father.
Nope.
Do you want to take the hay wagon all the way there?
Yep.
All right, sounds
Yep.
good.
It seems I am outvoted.
So he.
Before we go out, I want to give Ireena the amulet that I blessed before I went to bed last night.
All right, Ireena is in the other room. Is in the.
It can wait.
Okay.
It can wait till like she walks out.
Okay. So Ismark says, I'll go get the horse ready. And he goes around to the side. And Ireena comes out. I want to say one more time, thank you for helping me with my father. I do appreciate it. And
No problem.
It's what it's what I do.
Just get a little casket ready. Boop. 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 Boop.
Swear to God, if some like wacky shit like the casket falls, the body falls out, and everybody starts screaming, I'm gonna die.
All right, so Ismark comes back around. Whoops, the horse and everything's messing up.
In the meantime, Lucas, can I borrow you for a second?
What's up? We'll go into the dining room. How about that? We'll go into the dining room.
Yeah.
I'll go sit on the chair.
We're about to leave.
So just to let you know, last night, some stuff I heard, some stuff I didn't. But I caught Violetta sneaking into my room.
Did she do anything?
No, I think she knew that I noticed her and she decided not to do anything.
I'll be honest with you. She gives me a creepy vibe too. We're gonna have to keep an eye out on her.
I agree.
I feel like we're not gonna miss Grug. He's too goofy for his own good. I'm sure he'll reveal himself to us one way or another.
It's fucked up.
Yeah, I agree. Also, did you hear about the bats?
But no, I slept like a rock last night.
Yeah, so there were a lot of bats floating around the house, and they weren't doing like it in a normal bat fashion. They were kind of like going window to window as if they were looking for somebody.
I mean, Ireena and Ismark did say that they were under siege every night. It wouldn't surprise me if Strahd knew we were in the area, if not staying with them. So I would say, keep one hand on your blade as we go out today.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking this might get more eventful faster than I thought.
Yeah, I'd say stay close to Ireena. She's the one. She's the package we have to deliver, and so anyone who goes through her or goes for her should have to go through you first.
Agreed.
As
Cool. Right.
you were finishing up your conversation, Ismark and Ireena both come out and say, I do wish to say I brought provisionals for all of you, because I know you may get hungry on the road. This should last us for the day until we find something else around the area. And he'll hand all of you like almost like a little like packaged lunch almost. One quick thing for everyone. This campaign, you will have to eat. Eating will be a necessity. Eating at least once a day. If you don't eat once a day, you will become fatigued, and your rolls will get a. I'm still deciding, but I'm going to say -3 for the first day and then -5 for the second day without eating. So it will get a little bit challenging if you can't find sufficient food. So this is your first meal. It will suffice you through the day until the next coming day. So he hands everyone, it's like a little sandwich, has like some strange meat, you don't know what it really is, and he walks up to every one of you and hands everyone a thing of food and says, I hope this shall keep us fed for at least the first night. And he's like, I need some help carrying my father out. And he goes into the other room.
All right, I'll go with him.
I'll go with him.
So we all will pick up the coffin, ignore the second coffin underneath, because that's just how Roll20 works.
He was Strahd the whole time.
And we will drag it up, boop, and drag him in and to the horse and carriage, and this is it's kind of put in there, and we shall walk alongside. Is anyone good at handling the animals? I'm willing to do so, but if someone knows a horse better than me, maybe they should get their go at it.
I'm good at handling animals.
Would you like to run the carriage?
Sure.
All right, hop on up, and I'll move.
Can I say something really quick?
Sure.
To Ireena before she leaves.
Sure. Here, I'll move. Boop.
So I'll look over to Ireena and I say, I do a small bow and I say that both my blades are at her service.
Ireena
Okay.
will look at Violetta and say, thank you. I know that you're the quiet one, but I really do appreciate it. I can tell that you have much strength on you. I'll make sure to keep a watch on your back as well. And she'll unsheath a little short sword from under her cloak that she has on. She'll be like, and she'll give you a nod.
And I nod back at her.
So Ireena comes out. All right, shall we go? We just have to make it down the street.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Down the street, huh?
Wish me luck on carrying all these things, because ignore how the horse and the carriage is
Oh my
all
god!
falling apart.
That's
Oh.
funny.
It's
This thing about to roll off the side.
whoops, it's gone now. Ignore it. It's not actually gone. Oh, hold on. Oh god, it's being possessed. It's back. The coffin's gone now. Ignore that. The coffin will be back in just a second. The coffin's
He
back.
ascended. Oh, he's back.
Yeah, the ascension was actually a lot easier of a process. All right, and we are going, and the coffin is falling apart, and it's just, all right, everyone as we get about halfway down the street, make a perception check to see if anything is happening.
14.
14?
16.
21.
21?
6.
6?
21.
9.
9. All right.
What's 9 plus 10?
I'm going to,
21.
when we all make perception checks, I'm going to start to do the average of the perception check. So the average for that, I'm going to take a guess, it's around 15, 14. You take a look around, and you can see there's more eyes on you than normal. There's people looking out their doors, and you can see a lot of different Barovians kind of like peering out, because it's like a little mini parade that's happening. And they don't see this quite often. They don't see a casket going down with so many people, especially when they see Ismark and Ireena following right behind. So, as you keep on going, more people are starting to like take a look out, and they're kind of questioning what's going on, but keep on moving. Sorry, I captured you, Grug. It's falling apart, but it's still together. All right.
It's falling apart. Oh,
So
Ah,
you make it to the the church, and you can see Sir Donovich is in the back, and he's preparing a grave. And you can pick up the coffin from here, and you bring it around. And you go around the back of the church, and you see Sir Donovich in the back.
Good morning, Sir Donovich. We have arrived, as promised.
Good morning, Ismark, Ireena. I am so sorry about your father. We'll try to make this as peaceful as possible. And he'll bow his head. He's like, he'll walk around to the side of the coffin, and he'll start a prayer for the Morning Lord. And he starts whispering prayers and putting his hand on the coffin. And he lets out a deep sigh, and he says, Would anyone like to say any words? And Ismark will come up. He's like, I'll say a few words for my father. He may not have been the most strong fellow, as you can see. He's trying his best at humor. It's not really we're going over.
Yeah, we don't know him.
But he was loyal to the town of Barovia, as loyal as you can be to this town. I will surely miss you, and I will keep your name in honor, and I'll make sure that Ireena becomes safe and not end up like the likes of you. I will protect Ireena, I will protect Barovia, and I'll make sure whoever did this to you will pay greatly. And he walks away. He's looking down mournfully. And Ireena will come up and she stands there silently, just almost lost in thought. And she'll turn around, and you can see that tears are starting to come down her face.
I want to note that V's face is, her head is down, and her hands are clenched. And that's all.
Merlin is intrigued.
Father
my hand.
Donovich will say, does anyone else like to say anything? Otherwise, we can start the ceremony.
I say a prayer of quick passage, or a for safe passage into the afterlife.
Go on.
Oh,
Do you have a prayer, or you're just going to...
I think you caught him before.
No. Yeah, I wasn't ready. You know,
If you don't have anything, it's all right.
as burgomasters look out for the people of their village, so too does Kellamvor look out for you, sir, in your path to the afterlife. May you enjoy a peaceful and uneventful journey as your family looks on you with the knowledge and comfort that you are being guided by Kalimvor himself. The end.
Father Donovich will say, "Thank you. Thank you very much for that." And Ireena will turn around and say, I know you didn't know him, but I'm sure he would appreciate that very much. And I want to say I appreciate that. Thank you. But I think we're ready to bury him." And Father Donovich will say, "All right, lower him into the grave, and we'll carry him over to the grave. And it will lower him in to the bottom. And Father Donovich will say one last prayer. And Ismark will take some dirt and throw it on top of the casket. And Donovich will start to bury the burgomaster. And
So sad.
And Ismark will look around and say, "As much as I like to be remorseful and sit around sobbing, I think we must go. The more daylight we waste, the more likely Strahd will find us."
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's roll.
Yep. Let's get right to it.
Alright. So, Ismark will go up to Father Donovich and say, "Thank you. Donovich, me and Ireena are going to be going off to Vallaki. I know the town doesn't like you as much ever since of what happened to your son, but please keep a watchful eye over everything. I trust you more than anyone else here. Be safe. We'll be back. We'll be back." And Donovich will say, "Oh, all right, yeah, no problem." And Donovich will go about tending to each of the graves. "Ireena, let's go." All right, and they go back down to the carriage. I am going to delete the carriage, but the carriage is a thing that we have, and it will be coming back.
Nice.
But as of right now, the carriage sucks. But this is what the carriage looks like, and that's what it looks like now. Give me 1 second, because Cooper busted open my door.
Right, Cooper. Make yourself known.
He busted in my door and he meowed at me.
As he should.
Take that.
Huh?
I said as he should.
All right. So Ismark will say, "Is there anything else you need before we make part on the road?"
I think we're ready.
Are we ready? All right. Everyone hop in, and we shall make our way to Vallaki.
Put me in the wagon. Where's
So
the wagon?
I'm gonna everyone just get next to each other, and this is a wagon.
Assume the position.
Assume the formation of 7, and I shall copy, and we shall be going
Let's go.
on to the next area.
Let's see what this one looks like.
The next area isn't loaded in for some reason. Hold on.
It's a lot of white.
Where's the next area? Hold on. Hold on. It shows the next area in my little preview, but it's not there. I have the map though. Just give me a second. Boop.
Oh shit. Where's this?
There you go. All right. So you're traveling through, and pretty much everything is quite quiet. Nothing much is startling you as you go through. You do see a bat every once in a while fly overhead, but it's nothing to be too concerned about since you saw a whole bunch of bats earlier. And then
You don't see anything?
I don't see anything.
Yeah.
oh no,
I
I'm just
Oh, I thought you
okay.
loaded us in and then started it. Never mind.
I think I put you on the wrong section. Hold on. There you go. As you are traveling, you come across a crossroads as you are going down the way. Give me 1 second As you are traveling down the roads, an old wooden gallows creak in a chill wind that blows from the high grounds to the west. A frayed length of rope dances from this beam. The well-worn road splits here, and a signpost opposite of the gallows points off in 3 different directions. Barovia Village to the east, Tsar Pool to the northwest, and Ravenloft and Valaki to the southwest. The northwest fork slants down and disappears into the trees, while the southwest fork clings to an upward slope across from the gallows, a low wall crumbling in places, partially enclosed, a small plot of graves shrouded in fog.
Oh shit.
You're in the middle right. It's not that big of a map.
Okay.
Ismark and it's so much more smoother here. Look how because of the smaller map. Look at that. Ismark and Ireena will come up and they'll jump off and they say, "Well, looks like we're at a little bit of a crossroads, you can say."
He says,
Thank you. Now, I know it says that the southwest goes to Valaki and Ravenloft, but that way is quite long and treacherous. I do know that my father used to take the northwest passage through the woods up there. It's a little bit quicker of a way and sometimes a little bit safer. It's up to you folk on what we think we should do. I say we should go north.
can I do an insight check on this guy?
Sure.
Me too.
Sure.
Give me that smooth 9.
By the look on Jonate's face, I feel like you didn't get a very good roll.
Got a 6. Can someone help?
You're unsure of what you think. You don't know if it's good or not.
Well, I admittedly will once again say I am kind of concerned. Why would the way to Valaki be the long, treacherous path, but the way that's not the shorter path? Ismark. Just out of curiosity.
Well, the way up north goes through the woods, and we also have to cross over a river. I'm not going to try to side eye you on that. It's possible to get over the river. We've done it before. It's just knowing where to cross and where not to cross. But it's possible to get over there. The way down, there's been rumors of a few different monsters that we would have to maybe slay as we go down that way. I do know also of a place that we could camp up north. It's there's a few Vistani, they like to call themselves. I'm sure they'll let us.
How do you feel about this?
It makes me a little uneasy. Ireena, is your brother telling the truth?
Damn, she just came out and asked.
Damn.
I've never traveled with my father up this way. I know Ismark has done it many times. But I know nothing but to trust my brother. And I know he wouldn't put me in danger.
Violetta, Grug, what do you guys think?
This is a difficult question to ask. I do think there may be some merit going the long way. I mean, who in their right mind would take a long way if you're trying to reach somewhere fast? But at the same time, if we're quick enough on our feet, we'd be there by, I don't know how long.
Ismark will come around and say, I believe if we go up north, we may save half a day's travel. It's quite a long path.
Let's do it.
All right.
I don't feel good about it, but you have to understand it's nothing personal. It's just
I completely
Have a
understand. I wouldn't trust new people as well.
Interesting.
So,
All right, let's go north.
as you go, is there anything you would like to look at here while we're...
So I can assume at the south that's what looks to be a gallows.
Mm-hmm. It's a gallows. On the gallows, it's just a frayed rope, no body hanging from there. Over there is a bunch of graves. Looks like they're all buried up.
Just gonna get on top of the gallows and take a look around, and I see Violetta. I wanna, I'm curious about her. I haven't really taken a good look at her. Kind of want to do an investigation check to see if I can decipher anything interesting about her.
Good idea.
All right.
Thank you, Jenny.
Roll investigation.
I hate this game. Fuck this game. I'll see you guys next week.
What'd you get?
I rolled a natural one.
All right. Violetta, what does he
She's
see
birdie.
with a natural one?
Death glaring him.
You see
He's staring too hard.
you see a blur of white hair and clothing, but underneath it all, you just see Violetta's glare staring back at you. All right. Is there anything else you'd like to look at while you're here?
Can I see if there's any like herbs to gather around?
Yeah, make a survival check. What kind of herbs are you looking for? Any thing in particular?
Just any that I could use.
Okay.
I got a 17.
You definitely find some herbs. There's some growing underneath the trees over here. There's some questionable looking ones over by the graves. And also a few over by the gallows.
Is it safe for me to pick the questionable looking ones?
Make a nature check and see.
That's a 16.
They look all right. They look pretty good.
All right. Well, I will pick all the herbs.
So you have, I would say, 4 regular herbs and then 2 questionable herbs. What?
Herb question mark?
Herb question mark? All right.
Okay.
Go ahead north.
Shall we be on our way?
Let's do it.
Do it.
All right. You start to travel north. And as you travel north,
My character.
can everyone make a wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom
What the
saving
fuck?
throw.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Got a 10.
13.
16.
Just roll 16.
16.
Which one is just wisdom?
Wisdom saving throw. It's on the left below strength. You'll see your saving throws.
Ah. 9.
9? Alright. I'm going to...
Something not right.
As you are all walking up, you hear a creaking noise behind you, coming from the gallows.
Oh, shit.
Where there was nothing before now, hangs a lifeless gray body.
Oh.
The breeze turns it, and the hang figure slowly, so that it can fix its dead eyes upon you. So you all see a gray body.
Mm-hmm.
Violetta, you see your body hanging there.
Oh shit.
Where is the body?
Hanging from the gallows. So everyone sees a lifeless gray body hanging there. You see your own body hanging from the gallows.
I mindlessly walk over to the gallows, confused. I
Can
try and shake my head off of it.
It's still you.
I call out the Violetta, like, wait! It's just a body.
I continue to walk.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna investigate the body.
Can I use my Eyes of the Grave? Can I tell if it's a physical undead or is it undead?
You use it and you can't tell. You think it is. I mean, as Violetta, as you get closer, it smells real. It looks real.
I put my hand over my nose. And I say, Mother? Mother, is this true?
Mother again? Who in the world is she talking to? I swear this.
I start walking towards them, so like very very cautiously.
It smells horrific.
I want to pick up a rock and throw it
At the corpse?
Yeah.
Alright. You pick up a rock, you throw it. As you hit the body rapidly melts away into nothing and just turns into gray mush and disappears.
Well, problem solved. Time to get back on the road.
All right.
Can
I
I
walk up to
investigate the gallows?
Yeah,
Jesus
investigate.
Christ. I'm walking away. It's all you.
Oh, I don't know why I want to do that. Natural 20.
You look around the gallows, and you've seen gallows before. You're accustomed to them. It looks like normal gallows. The rope still looks frayed. There's no remnants of the body left.
I shake my head and I'll walk down the gallows. And I briefly make eye contact with Lucas as I continue to walk back with the rest of the group.
Take a good hard look at the gallows, at the graves, and I start following.
Ismark and Ireena turn around and say, "Is everything all right?"
Yes, it was nothing.
All right.
For now, we should get going.
Let's be on our way. And everyone jumps on the horse and carriage, and they boop, and we are off. As you are traveling, it's about midday now. You've been traveling for quite a bit, and luckily, nothing has been really too noticeably off about the area. The gray, dreary land, the clouds blocking the sun, it just everything feels a little bit too good right now on how things are running. The road gradually disappears and is replaced by twisted, muddy path through the trees. Deep ruts in the earth are evidence of comings and goings of wagons. The canopy of mist and branches suddenly gives way to black clouds boiling far above. There's a clearing here next to a river that widens to form a small lake, several 100 feet across. 5 colorful. Boop. Bring you across with me. Boop. Whoops. Boop. 5 colorful round tents, each 10 feet in diameter, are pitched outside a ring of 4 barrel-topped wagons. A much larger tent stands near the shores of the lake, its sagging form lit from within. Near this tent, 8 unbridled horses drink from the river. The mournful strains of an accordion clash with the singing and severally brightly clad figures around bonfire. A footpath continues beyond the encampment, meandering north between the river and the forest edge. Ismark and Ireena will stand close, and they'll kind of whisper to all of you, like, these are, I believe, the Vistani. They are quite cheerful folk, as long as you stay on their good side. We can introduce ourselves to them. I don't think it would hurt. What do you all say?
We
Well,
could
they
enjoy
might have
some.
information.
That is true.
That is true.
All right. Do you wish me to do talking, or would one of you like to do talking?
I remind
For now,
everyone, time is of the
you-
essence.
True. But they may have a little bit of information. We'll see.
Let's
So,
stop for intel.
right.
I'll let you introduce yourself, Bismarck. You're more local to this area than we are.
mm-hmm. All right. So, Ismark will take the wagon and start to bring it around, and as they get up around halfway, one of the Vistani will come around and say, "Hello, travelers. What are you doing here?" And Ismark will say, "Oh, we come from the town of Barovia. Me and my group here. We were just passing through. We don't mean no trouble here. Just saying. We just want to know if we can rest here for a moment or two. Is that fine?" And the Vistani will look at everyone and say, "The more the merrier. Come on in." And he'll gesture all of you off the wagon and into the camp.
Okay.
Are you here? And as you come in, you can see quite many Vistani. They're all gathered around in different ways, talking amongst each other. There's a few over here playing like an accordion. Kind of just all very jolly and joyful. Everyone's dressed in bright colors, and everyone here is quite happy indeed. The Vistani will, that led you around, he says, Come. Would any of you like a drink?
Oh, I would most certainly enjoy some
Dang.
libations.
Ah, indeed.
me some mead.
Indeed. Ah, mead. I see. A man of culture. Come over here. Come over here and take a seat. There's a few logs and sticks and different things that you can sit on over here.
Would you by chance happen to have some sweet spiced wine?
Sweet spiced wine. Let me go check really quick. And he'll go around and he'll rummage around in a wagon. He's like, we have wine. I don't know if there's spice in it, but I could maybe put some peppercorn flakes in there if you would like.
Sure. By all means.
You're getting drunk.
So he'll take a wine and he starts. I don't know what you strangers like to drink, but maybe this will work for you. And he'll hand it over to you, Grug.
I shake the wine in my cup.
And he'll gesture. He's like, I see more of you out there. Don't be shy. Come on in. It's fine in here.
I respectfully decline, and I'm just gonna stay by the entrance
That-
just to keep an eye out.
No offense taken, sir. He'll yell over the music in the campfire. He says, now, since you're all here, I was about to tell one of my famous stories. This story is one for the ages of the area. But before I go on, I want to ask you, do you like to have your fortunes read?
I'm intrigued by such a thing.
Very,
What is this fortune
most-
you speak of?
very.
I agree.
We have the mystical, the magical Madame Ava. She knows all and sees all. She has predicted every rainstorm and predicted every flood. So, maybe she can predict your future. And he'll look over and say, prepare Madame Ava. Tell her we have some guests here. And he'll look back. How many fortunes am I reading, or is Madame Ava reading today?
Well, I know mine and probably Grug.
1, 2.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about the others.
Anyone else?
I believe our pale porcelain-skinned friend Violetta would also be intrigued in getting her fortune told.
Violetta, that's an interesting name. Are you wanting your fortune read, miss?
Violetta shrugs. I will participate in your story.
Very interesting. Now about the other two, the loner out in the back and the beautiful young woman over here. What do you say?
Sure, I'll get my fortune read.
Very good. All right, now before we go on, I just want to say that it is 1 gold apiece. Is that fine with everyone? Us Vistani got to make a living somehow.
Here's your 1 piece of gold.
Very
My
good.
friend.
And I'll throw in a discount for all of you if you all do it. Even looking at you, loner boy. You don't need to get your fortune read, but you can at least pay. I'll read a fortune for you all as a group. Or Madame Ava will, sorry. Multiple
my
personality
personal?
disorder.
I want a personal fortune.
I'll give you a personal fortune as well as a Madame Ava group fortune.
Oh,
I like a personal fortune as well. And Violetta, she wants a personal fortune too. Yes, she does.
All right, so that is 4 personal fortunes. I'm assuming Lona Boy over there doesn't want one, but that means a group fortune for everyone. And
I'll take a gold coin out and I'll flick it towards him, and I go, for them.
Very,
And I like look away. I look away.
They're
and
good.
"Goddamn gypsies.
I'm excited. All right. So I want to say that Madame Ava's fortune reading will take a little time. We can do it tonight, or we can wait till next week. Depending on how everyone's feeling.
I want it tonight. I'm curious, but I know how everyone else feels.
I'm down.
I don't know. Honestly, like just thinking about it makes me feel like next week. It's like we're gonna be here next week, but then at the same time, it's like
I want to do this week.
what's gonna happen if we come back next week? We can find out even deeper information. I'll take mine now. I mean, I could always come back next week.
Okay. So as he has other Vistani, he says, "Prepare, Madame Ava. We got a few fortunes to read," and he'll go hut 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 hut, and he'll go running into the tent. And he says, "While we all wait here, I will tell you my mystical story of the land of Barovia." And he'll sit down with his glass. He'll take a sip. He says, "Once upon a time, a mighty wizard came to this land over about a year ago. I remember him like it was yesterday. He stood exactly where you were standing." And he points at everyone. "He stood exactly where you're standing. A very charismatic man he was. He thought he could rally the people of Barovia against the devil Strahd. He stirred them with thoughts of revolt and bore them to the castle in Massa. When the vampire appeared, the wizard's present army fled in terror. A few stood their ground and were never seen again. The wizard and the vampire cast spells at one another. Their battle flew from courtyards of Ravenloft to the precipitous overlooking the falls. I saw the battles with my own eyes. Thunder shook the mountainside and great rocks tumbled down upon the wizard. Yet, by his magic he survived. Lightning from the heavens struck the wizard, and again he stood his ground. But when the devil Strahd fell upon him, the wizard's magic couldn't save him at all. I saw him thrown 1,000 feet to his death. I climbed down the river in search of wizard bodies to see if you could find any of value. But River Isles has already steered him away." True story. True story. A lot of the people from Barovia, the village over there, came in this battle, and they didn't do very well in this fight. So,
Interesting.
are you ready for your fortune to be read?
Let's do this.
I believe Madame Ava
Indeed.
may be ready. And the other Barovian will come out. Hut, hut, hut. "Madame Ava is ready for you all." And he gestures. He says, "Follow me." And he'll walk down the path over to the curtain and hold open the curtain. You can have your fortunes read one at a time by yourselves. You can have them done all at the same time together.
I want my personal one first.
You want your personal one? Do you want your friend in there with you? You can all be in there at the same time if you wish.
Bring them in. Yeah.
That's what a wonderful idea. No secrets between friends, I should say.
So he starts to, he says, in. And as you walk in, magic flames cast a reddish glow over the interior of this tent, revealing a low table covered in black velvet cloth. Glints of light seem to flash from a crystal ball on the table as a hunched figure peers into the depths. As the crone speaks, her voice crackles like dry weeds. You have arrived! Crackling laughter bursts like mad lightning from her withered lips. So, she'll... you don't even see her. My bad. So she'll look up and she'll say, Merlin, come in. You said you wanted to come first.
Yes. I'm intrigued about this fortune thing.
Did he say we can go in, right?
Everyone can come in. Grug, don't be shy. Vega, Violetta, come on in. Where's Lucas?
I'll
You
bring
know all
out
of our names?
the very.
Madam Ava knows all. What do you mean? Do I know your names? Greetings, Lucas. And she'll start to peer into her ball. And... where is it? There it is. You're actually going to get a real reading. So.
Okay. What am I doing here?
I will... Madam Ava will... Oh, I need to... Hold on. I need to get the deck. I believe it's... Hold on. I need to make sure I remember how to do this properly. Beep, 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 bop. Give me 1 second. Terracotta decks. There it is. That's what I want. I just need to get all the decks ready.
Missed out, man. We gotta get readings.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. I believe I can do this. Let's see. Alright. Deal to... Oh, it's gonna lag, isn't it? Don't lag on me. Thank you. Alright. So she'll pull out a deck of cards. 2 different decks of cards, and she'll take them and she'll like kind of shuffle them around, and she will take out 5 different cards. The first card she brings out. Oh, okay, I can do it like this. Awesome, perfect. There we go. Now what I can do is I can... What? Perfect. Alright. Awesome. And token. There we go. So she'll take out 5 cards, and she'll peer over each one, and she'll flip over the first card. The Conjurer. Very interesting. Very interesting. I see within this card an upcoming, unexpected supernatural threat. Some of those who may think of them as gods may be coming into some trouble. Someone you may know. The next card is the Miser. Very interesting. You may find yourself in great needs of power, but from that power comes wealth. And the next card. The Paladin. But notice, it is upside down. You like to help. You like to solve things. But you may question some of those around you. Are you helping in the name of good or the name of yourself? The next card is the Broken One. The Broken One. I see defeat. I see failure and despair. And possibly the loss of something or someone important to you. Without one, you may feel incomplete. And the last card is the Seer. You drive much on keen intellect, on inspiration. There will be a fortunate turn of events for you, and a secret potential for good is on your way. And she'll look at you and she'll say, "Be careful with the ones around you. Some may be lying to you." And with that, her eyes will kind of like blur out as she's staring into you, and then she'll laugh, and she's like, I just kid. Why do I? That was your fortune. I hope you learned something from it. And then she'll take the cards and she'll shuffle them back around and... Alright. Who is next? Who wants to go next?
I'll go next.
Miss Vega. Sounds good. Ah. Let me deal my cards. There we go. 3. Rex. Deal. Rex. Deal. Alright. We'll do it the same way as before. right. And let me just bring him into your view really quick. There we go. So, Miss Vega. She starts shuffling the cards and she lays them out. Let's see what the first card says for you. The Enchanter. Very interesting. Very interesting. The Enchanter. You may feel as though you have entered turmoil that leads to confusion. Possibly a fear of failure or of false information. The next one is the Healer. But notice this, the Healer is upside down. Healing. A contagious illness, disease, or curse. This is for one who practices the healing arts. But it's upside down, so you may be warned. You may be hurting someone soon, someone close to you. Next up, the Swashbuckler. Very interesting. You don't see this one many times. This is one for those who like money, yet give it up freely to those who need. You may be finding a new path to follow. When it comes to money, keep your eyes open for items around you. Next one, the Executioner. Now, once again, notice this is upside down. Hold on. The imminent death of one rightly or wrongly convicted of a crime. Do you know of anyone who has died recently? Who has died under false prosecution? These deeds may be catching up to you in due time. And the last one is the Innocent. A being of great importance to you is in great danger. They may be unaware of this. You, Vega, you need to follow the birds. They will lead you to this one. And she'll look at you and she'll swipe the cards away. I hope this clears things up for you, Vega.
Interesting.
Alright, who's next?
I'll go next. I pushed my way up to the front.
Alright, Lucas. She'll start shuffling the cards and she'll take them out.
As I'm like going through all this, I have like RBF because I am very outwardly showing a disdain for this the art of fortune telling.
Make sure I have everything ready. There we go. And flip. And there we go. And so she'll lay out the cards to you. Alright, Lucas. First up is the beggar. Very, very intriguing. Give me 1 second. You may be finding a sudden change in economic status for yourself. Take that as you will. Or possibly, you may be helping someone gain a fortune. The next card is the monk. Serenity and inner strength and self-reliance. Supreme confidence and arrogance. You need to be careful about the power that you hold, Lucas. This power may put the ones that you love in great danger. The next card, the Merchant. You may be coming across a business opportunity, perhaps dangerous. Dangerous enough where you need to make a sacrifice. She'll take next card. The Horseman. Now notice, like I said with the others, the Horseman is upside down. I foresee death and disaster in the form of loss of wealth from you. A horrible defeat or an end of a bloodline at the cause of your hands. And the last one, the Templar. One who has been compromised or led astray by temptation or foolishness. One who tempts others for evil's end. Lucas, I feel as if you may be tempted by fate. Tempted by something you long for. Tempted by something that you've been wanting for a very long time. How much are you willing to sacrifice for this? And she'll take the cards and she'll wipe them away.
I scoff. I go, the desire for money. I'm a cleric woman.
The tax
Money
cleric.
means nothing.
The tax cleric is here.
I might want to either a tax cleric or an avenging cleric.
All right.
Those are one of my next characters.
Who is next?
I'll go.
Give me 1 second.
Can I roll an intelligence saving throw to know that this is a sham?
You can make an insight check on her if you want.
Well, I just rolled double natural 20s. So.
Double natural 20s?
Yeah, but it was before
Oh.
before I started, so I'm not going to count.
So, she'll flip over the first card and look at you. Say, the Guildmaster. Like-minded individuals join together in a common goal. Pride in one's own work. You may find someone, or you have found someone, that has the same intentions as you when it comes to your dedication. Next is the Necromancer. unnatural events and unhealthy obsessions for those who follow a destructive path. Be careful, for once you gain power, you may hurt someone else around you. Next card. The Soldier. Now, the Soldier. This one's an interesting one. If I could find the meaning for it. The Soldier uses war and sacrifice. You will endure great hardship the more powerful you become. Be careful. And with this power, you'll become quite strong. Maybe a power that you may have not known about, something that's hidden underneath. Next is Marionite. Am I pronouncing that right?
Marionette, but the way you said Mario
Marionette.
Knight, I just think Mario in a suit of armor.
Marionette. There we go. The Marionette. The Marionette. There may be a spy that somewhere around you. A spy or minion with great power. Someone that's being puppeted along. Whether that's someone that you know, or it's you yourself. Unwillingly knowing that you're being puppeted around. And the last card is the Artifact. You may be coming across a physical item of great importance. You must protect this item. You must obtain this item. Or you must destroy this item at all costs. There you go.
I would like to make an insight check to see her truthiness.
Go for it.
And I rolled a 21.
She's pretty truthful.
Damn.
All right. Who is next? Step on up. What do we have? Just one more in the back? Miss Violetta? Come on over. And she'll take a long, hard look at you. She'll say, Miss Violetta, you are quite interesting now, aren't you?
I don't know what you mean by that.
No, I'm sure we both know what I mean. And she'll take out the cards and she'll bring it out. She says, the first card. This first card is the Druid. You may find a connection with someone who has deep intentions with nature. You may find inner peace with ones who finds peace within the woods. Next is the shepherd. This one is for one who protects others. Ones who bears a burden and may be shouldered to be alone for the rest of eternity. She'll flip another card. This is the Evoker. You may be coming into contact with a great magical power. One that you may not know of. One that may be hidden inside you already. Something's going to be coming out of you. And it's going to surprise you. She flips another card. The Ghost.
Bad creepy cards, by the way.
Nice.
The looming past is something that keeps you awake at night, you can say. The return of an old enemy, or the discovery of a secret buried long ago. You may soon learn the truth, or have to make a dark decision. And speaking of dark, we have the Dark Lord, which is upside down as well. A single, powerful individual of evil nature, one whose goals have enormous yet far-reaching consequences. You will be coming into contact with this soon enough, whether it's the devil himself or someone of your own blood. And she'll take the cards and she'll wipe them off. Now, let me. Now, I believe that's all of everyone, right? Now you all want a group reading, is that right?
You paid for it. Let's get
You
it.
paid for it, you shall receive it. I'm like, and she says, just as before, I will deal out the cards. You may see some that repeat each other. You may see some that don't repeat each other. It doesn't mean anything that changes your own drawings. It just means that your fates have been intertwined in some way. And she'll pull out cards. 2, 3. Boop. Boop. Beep. Boop. Boop. I love these cards. They're so cool looking. Flip.
Yeah.
I wish I can actually get like a real deck of these. All right.
Oh, I'm sure there is, right?
I'm assuming. I'm assuming there's a real deck somewhere out there. First off, we have the beggar. He returns to us. Now, if you remember about the beggar, it's all about the money that you find, right? Just as before, there's going to be a sudden change in economic status or fortune. Keep that in mind. The next card is the Avenger. justice and revenge for great wrongs, those on a quest to rid the world of a great evil. Very interesting. Next is the healer. Just as before, keep an eye out for those who cure diseases or those who practice the healing arts. This person may be of interest to you, the group. Same with the Avenger and the Beggar. Keep in mind, these are people you may meet along your ways. The cards know all. The cards see all. Next is the Broken One. He returns to us. The loss of something or someone important, without which one feels incomplete. And the last card is the Beast. Great rage or passion. Something bestial or malevolent.
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 Yes.
Benevolent.
Hiding in plain sight or lurking just below the surface. These
I think it said Eminem.
These will guide you on your journey through Barovia. These are your things to look out for. And with that, she'll snap her fingers, and all the cards disappear off the table. And a red spark flares up. And suddenly, you're back in reality. So, I hope my card reading didn't scare you too much. Or maybe bring distrust within one another. But, alas, we won't find out until it comes true. And she'll start laughing. Now, what shall you all do?
I believe I'm
Well,
gonna go drink some more spiced wine. So if you
First
all,
thing I'm gonna do is get out of this tent.
I think we're going to head forward with our adventure. That was a very interesting reading.
Sorry, I was writing all that down, making sure that I kept an idea of what was being said and what wasn't. So, we can call it here. We will start
Okay.
next session with a long rest, and yeah.
I don't know about the rest of the group, but I think I should level just because my character had to sit through something that he really hated doing.
You know what? For next session, you can level.
Yeah.
You can all level. I'll let you level.
Nice.
So we level at the beginning of next session.
You can level right now if you wish, in between sessions. One quick thing to everyone is that next week I do have a gig that happens on Sunday at 6 o'clock.
Mhm.
So,
Later start?
my gig
Later start?
will start at 6 and it usually goes until around 8:30. So we can either have a short session next week for about like an hour or two. Or we can have a session on Friday. Joni, I don't know how you feel about that on Friday session. But either way, we can do something. I mean, I'm down for still doing it on Sunday. It's all just depending on when I get home.
I mean, we could probably make Friday work.
Okay. How's everyone else
I don't
think?
foresee. I mean, that's up to you guys.
Let me check Friday. Hold on.
Be right back. We're done now?
We're done. Yeah. Thank you for those who are watching. We will have a session later on. Make sure to follow if you want to
Yeah,
keep up.
I can make Friday work actually.
Make sure to
I'd be
follow if
home
you would
around-
like to. Oh, so can hear him. Make sure to follow so you can keep up when we stream again.